sky was dark that morning, no light upon the field. We knew before the battle came, there was no way we'd yield. The enemy stood before us like a storm that had no end, and every road behind us was already burning red. We looked into the faces of the ones we called our own, and though we knew we'd lose that day, we refused to die alone. One by one the banners fell, one by one the voices ceased. The ground beneath our broken feet was swallowed by the beast. We fought for every inch of earth, for every breath we had, for every soul beside us who refused to leave us dead. But the numbers kept on coming, and our strength began to fade. Still nobody turned their back, still nobody ran away. And maybe there was never hope, maybe we were doomed from the start, but hope was never why we fought. We fought because we had a heart. So remember us when the years have washed away our names. Remember how we stood that day against an endless wave. We knew we'd lose, we knew the ending had been written, but we fought until the final breath, until the final heartbeats quit. And though the battle ended with our bodies in the ground, the story of the fight we gave will never be put down. The rain began to fall then, washing blood into the mud. The screams became like echoes, buried underneath the thunder. Our weapons turned to fragments, our armor split and torn. The strongest among us had fallen long before. Still the wounded rose beside us, still the dying held the line. There was nothing left to give them, so they gave their final lives. And maybe no one came to save us, maybe no miracle appeared, maybe all our prayers that night were swallowed by the fear. But when the darkness called our names, we answered one more time. Not because we'd win the war, but because we wouldn't hurt. So remember us when the years have washed away our names. Remember how we stood that day against an endless wave. We knew we'd lose, we knew the ending had been written, but we fought until the final breath, until the final heartbeat quit. And though the battle ended with our bodies in the ground, the story of the fight we gave will never be put down. Years from now, someone will ask, what happened here? They'll see the scars across the earth, they'll find the broken swords, the shattered shields, the names carved into stone. And they'll ask, who fought here? And the answer will be, those who knew they could not win and fought anyway. We were not the strongest, we were pages of history. They wrote down what happened that day, and they remembered that when the end came, we fought